Hi everyone, and welcome to Take the Lead. This is our fourth workshop and it's about safeguarding. And Take the Lead is by Inclusion North, and we say thank you to Henry Smith Charity for supporting this work.
Hi everyone, my name is Dawn Flockton. I'm a leadership coach for Inclusion North. I've been working with Inclusion North for 6 years, but 5 years on the project.
And hi everyone, I'm Maria, and I also work for Inclusion North as a project worker.
Before we start, how confident do you feel right now? Thumbs up if you feel confident, thumbs in the middle if you're not sure, or thumbs down if you're not confident at all.
So we know some of you might be watching this on your own, but some of you might be watching it in groups. And if you're in a group, this is how we normally work together. So we always respect each other and be friendly and kind to each other. Sometimes people share things that are confidential, so we always respect their privacy. We let everyone take a turn, and you can pause the video at any time if you need to take a break or if you want to chat to someone. So, what is Take the Lead? It's a training course for autistic people and people with learning disabilities. And we've got 6 workshops, and today we're looking at safeguarding.
What to expect today? What is safeguarding? If you are worried for ourselves or someone else, what can we do? What happens if we report it? Some things we are worried about. Take care of yourself. In this workshop, we will talk about things that might make people feel a bit sad or worried. You might find it helpful to watch this with someone you trust. If you feel worried or upset, please take a break. You can pause and come back to the video when you are ready, or you might decide you don't want to carry on watching it. Have a think. What do you know about safeguarding? You can pause the video if you want.
So, what is safeguarding? Safeguarding is about keeping everyone safe. It means making sure you are safe from all types of abuse and neglect. It means you are able to make independent choices. So, what is abuse? Abuse is when someone hurts another person and treats them badly. Abuse is always wrong, and there are different types of abuse.
Who is at risk of abuse? Abuse can happen to anyone. It doesn't matter how old you are, what gender is, or where you live, but some people might be at more risk than others.
Who might be at risk of being abused? It could be because of their age, it could be children, it could be because of gender or sexuality, because you speak a different language, or have a disability or a health condition, or it could be because of race or religion.
Where can abuse happen? It can happen anywhere. In the house where you live, in a hospital or care home, at a day centre, at work, on transport, in a street, in a club, or a pub.
Be an abuser. People can be abused by someone they know. It might be a member of their family, a neighbour, a friend, people who are paid to provide care or services. It could be other people who use services or people you live with. Could be volunteers and it could be a stranger. There are lots of different types of abuse: physical abuse, domestic abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and financial or money abuse.
Modern slavery, discrimination, organization abuse, neglect, self-neglect.
Doesn't matter if we don't know the name of it. If we think something's wrong, we should trust our feelings and tell someone.
We are now going to talk about some examples of abuse. Remember to look after yourself in case you find this upsetting. Physical abuse. This is when someone hits a person's body. This could be biting, hitting, kicking, pulling hair, pinching or scratching, giving someone a cold shower or bath.
Sexual abuse. When someone touches a person's body or makes them do sexual things when they don't want to. This can be things like kissing without asking, touching someone's body, and making the person touch them.
Having sex with a person when they don't want to. This is called rape. Make them look after sexual pictures or watching porn videos. Let's check in. How are you feeling? Pause the video and take a break if you need to.
Discrimination. Discrimination is when someone treats a person badly because of who they are, such as because they're lesbian or gay, they speak a different language, because of their age. There are lots of types of discrimination.
Organizational abuse, neglect. This is when a staff in a hospital or care home do not care for someone properly or respect their rights. This can be when there are not enough staff. They don't look after people properly.
And things like forcing people to stay in their rooms, or it can be where someone is ignored a lot of the time, or where personal things are used by someone else without asking.
You might want to take a short break, have a Kit Kat now. The next session of our workshops is talking about neglect and make crime.
Neglect. This is when people who are there to help people do not look after them properly. And this might be things like not giving them enough food, not keeping them warm or safe, not giving them their medication, not having clean clothes to wear, and not helping the person keep clean.
Self-neglect. This is when someone isn't looking after themselves. This can be not keeping clean, not caring about their health, not brushing their teeth. If you are struggling, you should always tell someone you trust and ask for help. Domestic abuse. In the news, we sometimes hear about domestic abuse where a man hits his wife or girlfriend, but domestic abuse can be by anyone a person lives with you.
And domestic abuse can include things like emotional abuse, physical abuse, sexual abuse, and financial or money abuse. Mate crime. Mate crime is where friends take advantage of their friends, or someone pretends to be your friend and then they treat you badly. If your friend always asks you to pay for things and then never pays you back, this is an example of mate crime.
Another example of mate crime, when someone pretends to be your friend but sometimes bullies you. When people come around to see you when you have been paid and take your food or money.
Remember, true friends care about us and they treat us fairly. Even if we sometimes fall out, true friends will always make up, and true friends look out for each other.
If you are worried about something should be do. If you're worried at what should we do, have a think. If we think something is wrong and might be abused or neglect, what should we do?
Who can we tell? If we're worried, we can tell a family member that we trust, a social worker, a friend.
An advocate or an advocacy group, a police officer, a nurse, or a doctor. If you or someone you know is in danger, please call the police and dial 999.
Reporting something we are worried about. Organisations like Inclusion North have a safeguarding officer, and the organisation might investigate and take action if you report something to them. They might need to report it to an adult safeguarding board, which is usually at the council. And the safeguarding board will then decide what action should be taken.
What happens next? The safeguarding team will decide how to keep people safe. It's a crime has been committed. The abuser could go to court and then prison. Winterbourne View. Winterbourne View was a hospital for people with a learning disability and autism. Those behave sometimes made their families and professionals worried. In 2012, there was an investigation into Winterbourne View Hospital. It shows there had been shocking abuse by staff. 11 members of staff were arrested. The hospital was closed down. It is important to always speak up if something is wrong. What did we do today? We talked about safeguarding, how to keep people safe and protected. We talked about different types of abuse and neglect. We talked about telling people if we are worried so we can stop bad things happening.
Are you more confident to speak up now? We hope you feel more confident to speak up if you are worried about yourself or someone else. If you're not sure if something is safeguarding or you don't know the words, you can still tell someone if you're worried. Trust your gut feeling and ask for help.
Now you have watched this workshop, how confident do you feel? Has it changed? Thumbs up if you feel confident, thumbs in the middle if you're not sure, or thumbs down if you're not confident at all. We have other videos you can watch. Staying safe at home and online, who we are and our relationships, keeping well, confident self-esteem, working, volunteering, working and benefits.
And if you want to get in touch with us, you can email office@inclusionnorth.org. Thanks for watching our video about safeguarding.
Bye, thank you, bye.